If you have ADHD, certain sounds might make you want to scream, or textures make your skin crawl, or tight clothes can feel like torture. It's because ADHD isn't just about attention and focus. It also affects how your brain processes sensory information like sounds, light, smells, textures, everything. And this quietly drains you. So today, let's talk about ADHD and sensory sensitivity. But I gotta change this before I start because it's way too uncomfortable. That's much better. Normally, your brain filters all the input it gets. It decides what matters and what can fade into the background. If there's a clock ticking, a neurotypical brain decides not relevant and tunes it out. But in an ADHD brain, that filter doesn't work properly and everything comes in at once. Some days, the smallest sound feels unbearable. Other days, you can't seem to feel anything at all. So sensory perception in ADHD isn't steady. It swings between too much and not enough. Take sound, for example. You're at a cafe, chairs scraping, coffee machine hissing, background music, and people talking. Your brain takes all of that and plays it at the same volume, and you can't tune anything out. The reaction isn't just annoyance. It can trigger genuine distress, anxiety, or make it impossible to focus. The brain locks onto the sound and can't redirect attention away from it. Every sound is treated as equally important, so nothing becomes true background noise. Then there's touch. The tag on your shirt, your hair touching your neck, tight clothes. Tiny things, but they feel like constant irritation. These aren't preferences. They are genuine physical discomfort. And this extends beyond fabrics. Some people can't tolerate certain food textures, specific materials like chalk or velvet, or lotions and creams. For me, I can't touch starches like potato starch or cornstarch. And I don't even want to talk about them right now, so moving on. And then there's light. Fluorescent bulbs, light screens. Some days it's like your eyes can't take it. Bright lights can cause headaches, eye strain, difficulty focusing, or general discomfort. A heightened sense of smell is also common. Strong perfumes, cleaning products, or cooking smells can trigger headaches or inability to focus. There can also be temperature sensitivity, where discomfort from temperature changes can cause irritability. And when your brain gets too much information and can't process it all, that's sensory overload. Everything feels intense. You might shut down, get irritable, or need to be alone. To others, you might seem snappy or moody, but this is your nervous system protecting itself. It's saying, I can't handle any more input right now. Irritability or mood changes might not be emotional regulation issues. They might actually be sensory overload that you haven't realized yet. And then your executive function gets worse because your brain is busy managing uncomfortable input instead of focusing. For example, you're in a meeting and someone keeps clicking their pen. And that's all you can hear. Or there's a flickering light and your brain just can't focus on anything else. But sometimes the opposite happens. Instead of overstimulation, there is understimulation. You're in a quiet room and nothing is happening and it's unbearable. You feel restless, bored, like your brain is begging for something. So you tap your pen, move around, play some music. That's your brain trying to wake itself up. That is why ADHD can look so contradictory. One moment you're overstimulated, the next you're understimulated. And it's all part of your brain trying to find balance. And this explains why people with ADHD often fidget, tap feet or bounce legs, need background noise to focus, pace while thinking, seek out intense flavors or textures, or enjoy deep pressure. It's the nervous system trying to reach an optimal level of stimulation. When the brain is understimulated, it seeks input through movement, sound, or touch. This is why fidget tools actually work. They provide the sensory input the nervous system is seeking, which allows better focus on other tasks. So you can't completely get rid of sensory sensitivity, but you can manage it by noticing your triggers. What sounds, lights, textures, or environments push you over the edge? Make small adjustments like using headphones, wearing comfortable clothes, dimming harsh lights, or taking movement breaks. These little changes might seem tiny, but they give your brain the space it needs to reset. There's also the emotional part of sensory sensitivity, because it's not just about body, it's exhausting mentally. Living in a world that constantly feels too much means that you might need extra rest, quiet, or downtime to handle all the input your brain is processing, because you're just managing a louder world. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know what sensory thing bothers you the most in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Bye!